Wang Dong! Come out and face death! A furious shout exploded like thunder over the manor. Wang Dong, who had just stepped out the door, was instantly enraged when he heard it. Who the hell dares to cause trouble at my residence? He stormed out furiously, but when he saw the figure not far away, Dustin, his pupils shrank slightly in surprise. So it's you were captured, weren't you? How did you get out? He had clearly bribed Fatty Sue to throw Dustin into the police station. Logically, even with Natasha Harmon's protection, Dustin shouldn't have been able to come out so soon. I was framed. Was it you who did it? Dustin asked coldly. You're already here. So you must have figured it out. Wang Dong gave a half smile. You guessed right, it was me. You have no one to blame but yourself. I already gave you a chance, but you refused to take it. So I had no choice but to deal with you this way. I'm glad you admit it. Dustin remained expressionless. Now I'm giving you a chance to atone. Break both your arms, leave Swinton, and never come back. Do that, and I'll let the past go. Break my own arms? Leave Swinton? Wang Dong was stunned at first, then burst into laughter. You brat! Are you out of your mind? Who the hell do you think you are? If not for Natasha Harmon backing you, would you even be standing here right now? In his eyes, Dustin must have only walked free because Natasha had pulled some strings. So you're refusing? Dustin's face turned cold. Kid, you still don't get it, do you? You've trespassed into my home. Even if I kill you here, no one would say a word. Of course, I'm a merciful man. Wang Dong sneered. So I'm giving you a chance to live. Hand over the formula for the Golden Crow pill, and I might spare you. You're the one who doesn't understand the situation. You're already a dead man and don't even know it. Dustin shook his head, as if looking at a corpse. Kid, I know you're strong. But strength doesn't equal true power. Wang Dong smirked as he drew the long sword at his waist. Last time we fought with fists, I lost because I wasn't prepared. And besides, I'm not good at hand-to-hand combat. My real skill is with the sword. Oh? Then I'd like to see it. Dustin beckoned casually. Humph! Foolish brat. This sword contains 20 years of cultivation. Can you stop it? As soon as he finished, Wang Dong sprang forward with a burst of explosive speed, so fast that he appeared as nothing more than a blur. With a flash of silver light, the long sword thrust straight at Dustin's chest. But Dustin didn't flinch. He simply raised 2 fingers and pinched the tip of the sword. Buzz! A soft hum rang out. The sword was halted midair, and the immense force behind the blow bent it into an arc. What? Wang Dong was shocked beyond belief. His full force strike, stopped by 2 fingers? What the hell is this? Clang! Before he could react, Dustin flicked his wrist. The bent sword instantly snapped. The powerful recoil sent Wang Dong stumbling back, barely able to stay on his feet. His face was full of shock and disbelief. The swordsmanship he prided himself on, his years of cultivation, were completely useless before this man. Defeated in a single move. Who are you? How can you be this strong? Wang Dong was terrified. Cold sweat poured down his face. He was at the peak of internal energy cultivation. His sword carried the weight of 1,000 blades. Who in the world could block it with 2 fingers, let alone snap it? This wasn't human, it was a monster. You already know who I am, don't you? Dustin slowly stepped forward, his eyes cold as ice. Don't come any closer. Panicking, Wang Dong stumbled backward. I don't want the Golden Crow pill formula anymore. Let's forget this ever happened. I gave you a chance. You didn't take it. Regret? Too late. Dustin suddenly closed the distance in a flash, grabbed Wang Dong by the shoulders, and squeezed hard. Crack! Crack! Both of Wang Dong's arms snapped instantly. Oh! He screamed in agony. But before he could finish the scream, Dustin's fist slammed into his abdomen. With a burst of energy, Wang Dong's dantian exploded, and he vomited blood on the spot. He dropped to his knees, completely paralyzed. You You destroyed my cultivation? Wang Dong's face twisted in pain and rage. His eyes were bloodshot. Out of respect for Chairman Anderson, I won't kill you. But you won't walk away unpunished. With a cold snort, Dustin grabbed Wang Dong by the collar and hurled him back hard. Wang Dong's body traced a parabolic arc through the air before slamming into the main gate. At that moment, the gate slowly opened. Hunter Anderson walked in with a few others, his face as cold as stone. Brother Hunter! Save me! Please save me! Seeing him, Wang Dong cried out, clinging to the last shred of hope. Save you? It's mercy enough that I don't kill you! Hunter Anderson's expression was frosty. Don't think getting off with your life means you're free. You'll spend the rest of your years in the Black Prison, atoning for what you've done. The Black Prison? Wang Dong's face changed. You're insane! I'm a direct heir of the Wang family. A war hero. Even you need to show me respect. Who dares lock me in the Black Prison? The Black Prison, reserved for the most dangerous criminals. Once in, no one comes out. A living death. This is the Patriarch's decision. Your father agreed to it too. Hunter Anderson replied calmly. No! That's impossible! My father would never betray me! Wang Dong shook his head frantically. You offended Mr. Dustin. To protect the family, the Wangs had to sacrifice you, Hunter Anderson said bluntly. Mr. Dustin? You mean Dustin? Wang Dong's eyes bulged. Impossible! Why would the Wang family fear some young punk? Who is he really? For the past 10 years, Mr. Dustin has gone by an alias. His real name, 10 years ago, was, what? Logan Rhys. Logan Rhys? Hearing that name, Wang Dong was struck as if by lightning. His face went pale. No wonder the family was so terrified. Logan Rhys, the legendary Kirin heir. The one who turned West Lucosia upside down, feared even by powerful nobles and aristocrats alike. And he, Wang Dong, had dared to provoke such a living nightmare? After learning Dustin's true identity, Wang Dong completely collapsed. It was as if his soul had been sucked out. His eyes were lifeless, devoid of any hope. He knew he was finished. No one could save him now. And no one would dare try. Take him away, Hunter Anderson ordered coldly. Immediately, his men tied Wang Dong up and dragged him into a vehicle. Now that the truth had been exposed, Wang Dong would spend the rest of his life in Black Prison. There was only one way out, to be carried out in a casket and cremated after death. Stop! What do you think you're doing? Leave him here! Suddenly, a luxurious-looking young man stormed out with 2 female bodyguards at his side. Originally, he had no intention of intervening. But Wang Dong was just too useless. Not only did he lose the fight, he was now being dragged away like a dog. The young man couldn't hold back any longer. After all, while Wang Dong was trash, he still had some use. Especially since they hadn't yet obtained the Golden Crow pill. He couldn't let anything happen to him now. You'd do well not to meddle in what doesn't concern you, Hunter Anderson warned coldly. Meddle? So what if I do? What the hell are you going to do about it? The arrogant young man started forward, hands in his pockets, smug and cocky. You one of Wang Dong's people? Dustin asked indifferently. Wang Dong? Humph. He's nothing but my lackey. The young man sneered arrogantly. But even when you hit a dog, you show respect to its owner. Who gave you permission to take him away without asking me first? You better let him go before I really lose my temper. What if I don't? Dustin replied calmly. Don't? Ha! Kid, do you even know who I am? Do you know who my father is? Talking to me like that? Do you have a death wish? The young man scoffed with contempt. I don't care who you are, Dustin said coolly. And I'm not interested in finding out. You're not saving Wang Dong today. If you know what's good for you, stay out of it, you arrogant bastard! The young man sneered. Alan! Lily! Break his legs. I want him kneeling when he talks to me. Yes, sir! The two female bodyguards stepped forward at once, attacking from both sides. They moved swiftly, like unleashed panthers. Their long legs whipped toward Dustin's knees like steel rods. They weren't bluffing. When they said they'd break his legs, they meant it. But Dustin didn't hold back either. With lightning speed, he slapped both women hard across the face. Smack, smack. The impact sent them stumbling back, cheeks swelling immediately as their minds went blank. You! Just as they instinctively reached for their swords, Dustin kicked their blades back into their sheaths. Then smack, smack, another two slaps landed, leaving them dizzy and barely able to stand. You little bastard! You dare ambush them? I'll kill you myself! The young man exploded with rage and charged at Dustin, aiming a vicious punch at his face. He was clearly trained, the punch was swift and powerful. But Dustin calmly caught his fist with one hand, then twisted hard. Crack! His arm dislocated instantly. Ah! The young man howled in pain, but before he could finish the scream, Dustin punched him in the gut. He flew backward several meters and crashed to the ground on his knees, vomiting all over. Young master! The two bodyguards panicked and rushed to shield him. Kill him! I want him dead! The young man clutched his abdomen, face twisted in fury as he roared. You dared hurt the young master! You won't get away with this! The two women shouted, now deadly serious. They drew their swords again. I dare you to move! Hunter Anderson barked, drawing his gun. The women froze, stunned by the sight of the firearm, not daring to approach. You damn thug! Do you even know who I am? How dare you point a gun at me? The young man stood up shakily, face dark with rage. Let me tell you, I'm CHEN, a member of the XUANWU SECT. And my father is one of its fragrance masters. XUANWU SECT? Hunter Anderson's expression turned grave. As one of the most powerful sects in the South, the XUANWU SECT was a force to be reckoned with. Even someone as influential as Edwin Hummer in Swinton only held a lowly position within the sect. That alone showed just how powerful XUANWU SECT truly was. What? Finally afraid? CHEN sneered when he saw the change in their expressions. Now that you're scared, get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Break your own arms while you're at it. Otherwise, I'll see your entire family destroyed. So what if they could fight? So what if they had guns? Before the XUANWU SECT, all of that meant nothing. One word from him, and these ants could be squashed. That was true power. XUANWU SECT, huh? Dustin said calmly. So if I kill you here and now, no one would know, right? Kill me? You wouldn't dare! CHEN shouted, eyes wide. If you so much as touch a hair on my head, I swear you'll die without a grave. You already said you'd destroy my whole family. What else is there to be afraid of? Dustin replied flatly. At worst, life for a life. That sentence made CHEN visibly flinch and take 2 steps back. He'd come out today lightly escorted, without many guards. If Dustin really was crazy enough to kill, it could get dangerous. You little bastard! I'll remember this! You're finished! This isn't over! Realizing the situation wasn't in his favor, CHEN turned and fled with his 2 female guards, throwing down a threat as he left. A wise man doesn't suffer in front of danger. He came from a powerful background, no need to risk his life fighting nobodies. President Anderson, what do you know about the XUANWU SECT? Dustin asked abruptly, his eyes following the departing trio. The XUANWU SECT is growing rapidly. Hunter Anderson replied respectfully. Its name has become renowned across the martial world. Some even say it's about to become the top sect in the South. Their disciples are spread across the country. It's an enormous organization, and I heard recently the sect plans to open a branch in Swinton. That fragrance master CHEN is likely their appointed representative. I see, Dustin replied lightly. Then he turned and walked away. XUANWU SECT. Wasn't that connected to that person?
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel Now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime. Love with no end. Love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care. Now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace. But now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never let go. Though distance brings separation, in my heart you'll always glow. I just can't say goodbye, no matter how hard I try. A bond like ours, so deep and true, will always be if you stay or no. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime. Love with no end. Love with no